as a how you say pakid?
Clerk.
Clerk in the post office. Clerk in the post office. והיו לו בלבולים, and he had a lot of confusions. כיצד לנהוג בעבודת השם? How to deal with his avodat Hashem, to serve Hashem right. The son of Rabbi Natan. ובדבקות בהשם, and to think about Hashem 24 hours a day. He was in the office, people are getting inside, talking to him, screaming to him, disturbing him to serve Hashem, to remember Hashem Yitbarach every second. So he was writing letters to Rabbi Natan about his problems, that it's hard for him to serve Hashem in the post office. ואמר לו רבי נתן, so Rabbi Natan told him, כאשר אתה עובד בדואר, when you're working at the post office, תהיה מרוכז בעבודתך. You should be focused at your job. שלא יבוא מכשול תחת ידך, that you won't fail in nothing, that no mistake gonna come out under your hands. אולם, but, ברגע שיצאת מהדואר, in the second that you went out from the post office, מיד תשכח מהעבודה לגמרי. So you have to forget your job totally, 100%. No more post office for you. ותדבק מחשבתך בהשם יתברך ובעבודתו. And you should think about Hashem Yitbarach and about how to serve Him. This is it. This is the wisdom. When you have to do a mitzvah, do that mitzvah. When you have to do something practical to help, put your soul into that thing. Be honest. Be a tzaddik. A tzaddik she'eno oseh melachto remiyah. That he's not cheating while he's doing his things. If now you're with your family at your house, you have to be with them. You have to give the attentions to everyone. You have to listen to everyone. You can't think to yourself that now you're Oved Hashem, you're serving Hashem Yitbarach now, you need to learn, you need to daven. No. Now you're at your house. You need to be with your family. After it, when you're going to be in the Beit Midrash, when you're going to be in the Hitbodedut, be with Hashem Yitbarach. Now you have to be there for them. Of course you're not forgetting Hashem. But you understand, you remember what Hashem sent you to do now. If you need to bring your parnasah, you have to bring your parnasah. You can't be to dream all day long that you're with Hashem and to forget what Hashem is sending you to do. והנה מובא בשבחי הר"ן אות י"ד. It's written in the book שבחי הר"ן, the שבחי הר"ן, the praise of Rabbi Nachman Breslev, אות י"ד, in paragraph י"ד. שרבנו הקדוש בעצמו, that רבנו himself, לא הצליח לשאת את עול עבודתו. To serve Hashem was very heavy for him also. אלא על ידי עצה זו. And he couldn't bury all of that weight, take that weight on his shoulders of avodat Hashem, just by that advice he could make it. And he said, it's written, Rabbi Natan wrote about Rabbi Nachman those lines. וכן היה קשה עליו מאוד מאוד העבודה. The work, to serve Hashem was very heavy, very hard for him, very, very much. שהיה צריך לעשות בכל יום, that he had to do every day. וכל כך היה קשה עליו, and it was so hard for him, for Rabbi Nachman Breslev, עד שלא היה אפשר לישא כלל, that he couldn't bury it at all, that he was collapsing. לישא כלל העול, all of that weight, מגודל הכבדות, because it was so heavy, very, very heavy thing to carry. שהיה כבד, that it was heavy, וקשה עליו, and very hard, מאוד מאוד, very, very much. ורק על ידי עצה זו, only by that advice, לבריאות. ורק על ידי עצה זו, only by that advice, נשא עליו עול העבודה. He found the powers to take all of that weight on his shoulders. היינו, and this is the advice, שבכל יום היה חושב בדעתו, that in every day he was thinking to himself, שאין לו רק זה היום בלבד, that he's got only this day to serve Hashem. I'm serving Hashem Yitbarach today. This is it. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm not thinking about the 20th to the month, and not about the next month, and not about 20 years ago. I'm thinking about today. What should I do today to serve Hashem right, to serve Him, to please Him? ולא הסתכל על יום המחרת, and he didn't look on the day of tomorrow. ועל זמן שלהה בכלל, and on the time that's going to be in the future at all. רק כאילו אין לו רק זה היום לבד. Just like he's got only that day alone. ועל כן, and because of that, היה יכול לישא עליו, he could carry all העבודה של זה היום לבד. The burden of that day alone, he could take it. כי על יום אחד לבד, because on one day alone, יכול האדם לקבל עליו, the person can accept on himself, כל מיני עבודות שבעולם. All kinds of hard things that there is in the world. מאחר שהוא רק ליום אחד בלבד. Because it's for only one day. So he said, alright, it's going to finish tomorrow. So he's got hope. וכשגמר העבודה של זה היום, and when he finished the work of that day, אזי ביום המחרת, so in the day after, חזר וקיבל עליו העבודה של אותו יום המחרת. He went back to accept it on himself, to serve Hashem Yitbarach only today. And this is it. Tomorrow everything is going to be wonderful. But today I have to suffer for Hashem Yitbarach, to do a lot of things for Hashem Yitbarach. He could do that. וכן נהג תמיד. And this is how Rabbi Nachman in Breslev was doing always, used to do. שלא היה חושב בדעתו, that he would never think in his mind, כי אם אותו היום לבד. He was thinking only about the same day, and he wouldn't think about tomorrow. ועל ידי זה, and by that, היה יכול לישא על עצמו all עבודתו. He could bury, he could take all of the heavy weight of burden of avodat Hashem on his shoulders, שהייתה כבדה עליו מאוד, that it was very heavy on him. ובלא זה, and without that, לא היה יכול לישא עליו כלל. He couldn't carry it at all. מחמת שהיה מרבה בעבודת השם מאוד, because he was accepting on himself a lot of things. It's not just shacharit, mincha, ma'ariv, daf hayomi, and a little bit of chassidut. We're talking about a person that was learning pages and pages and finishing masechtot every day, and before shacharit of Hanetzach Hama, he was finishing few pages of Shulchan Aruch with all of the mefarshim. It's written Shulchan Aruch HaGadol, the huge editions of Shulchan Aruch with all of the mefarshim. He was finishing pages, five pages a day before Shachrit, while people are starting to wake themselves up to get into the Knesset. He's finishing already 5 pages of Shulchan Aruch with all of them farshim. So, and yes, and a lot of Pirkei Mishnayot, 18 Pirkei Mishnayot, not Mishnayot, Pirkei Mishnayot, chapters of Mishnayot, with 5, 7 Mishnayot in every chapter. So it's tons of Avodat Hashem and hours and hours of Hitbodedut in Mesirut Nefesh, not like our Hitbodedut that we're walking to travel in the woods, in the fields, that we're resting in peace in the fields. He was killing himself actually in the field. He was giving his soul. He was suffering, davening on Am Yisrael, crying and taking a lot of burden on himself every day. בכמה מיני עבודות בכל יום, in few ways every day, והכל בטרחה וביגיעה גדולה, and all of those things that he was accepting on himself, he was suffering a lot for that, ובכבדות גדול מאוד, and a lot of weight, עד שלא היה אפשר לישא עליו עול כזה, until he got to a level that he can't bear all of that huge weight, כי אם על ידי עצה הנ"ל, just by that advice that we just said, שלא היה חושב בדעתו, רק אותו היום בלבד כנ"ל, that he wouldn't think about the future at all, just thinking about that day, like we said. וזהו מה שאמרה בת המלך לשני למלכות, and this is the thing that the princess said to the viceroy in our story. ובשביל יום אחד איבדת. You lost it all because of one day. מפני שלא הייתה לך העבודה של יום אחד. Because you haven't used that advice of one day. ומפני שלא שמת לנגד עיניך, and because of that you haven't put it in front of your eyes, רק את היום ואת השעה שאתה עומד בה, that day and that hour that you're standing in, בגלל זה נכשלת. Because of that you failed. because he thought to himself that the job would be so hard. So he was looking and he felt so tired and so weak, so he was looking, wondering with his eyes. And if he would understand that he needed to hold on just for more few hours, he was closing his eyes even in those few hours that he had.
He lost faith in himself.
Because he felt that he had a lot of too much. Exactly.
Can't do it.
כי אם הייתה לך העבודה של יום אחד, because if you had that advice, that you will work by that advice of one day, והיית יודע שיש לך רק היום הזה לעבור, and you would know that you had only that day to pass. You need to finish that day. This is your job in avodat Hashem. To finish that day right. You can make it. You can do amazing things. אז היית מתרכז במשימה העומדת לפניך. So you would be focused in the mission, the thing that you're supposed to do, ולא היית מסתכל על כלום, and you wouldn't look at anything else, ולא היית מתפתה לאכול מן התפוחים, and you wouldn't be attempt to eat from the apples that you saw, וממילא היית זוכה להוציא אותי. And for sure you're gonna reach me, you would take me out and save me from that palace. Thank you very much.